Protesters in Rotterdam responding to the partial lockdown imposed in the Netherlands. Police used water cannon and fired warning shots. At least 2 people were injured. Restrictions here began on Monday and are set to be in place for another 2 weeks at least. Like many countries in Europe, the Netherlands has seen a sharp rise in COVID cases. In Austria, a 20-day lockdown will start this Monday. People will be asked to work from home and non-essential shops will close. In February, COVID vaccinations will become compulsory.
Well, what we experience in Austria right now is, in my view, an unfortunate collusion of the fact that we have a fairly low vaccination rate in the population and that the waning of immunity hits Austria now, 6 months after we started our vaccination program. And that is unfortunately right at the beginning of the winter season where people are moving indoors.
In Germany, COVID cases are also rising sharply. The government is set to introduce restrictions for unvaccinated people in areas where hospital admissions exceed a certain level. As for the prospects of a full lockdown, the German government says nothing has been ruled out. In the UK yesterday, just over 44,000 new people tested positive for coronavirus. Over the week, there was a 13% increase in cases compared to the previous 7 days. Between the 9th and 15th of November, just over 6,000 people were admitted to hospital with COVID. That's a fall of 4.5% compared to the previous 7 days. At the moment, the UK is not witnessing the surge in cases being seen in some other countries.
We have, I'm sure, the highest levels of overall immunity in Europe. It's over 90% amongst adults and approaching that level in children as well now. So that is quite a different situation to many countries in Europe, including Austria and Germany, who didn't have as bad first waves or second waves and didn't have their significant Delta wave yet either.
With a new wave hitting parts of Europe, it's clear this winter COVID will again present many challenges. Infection rates will be closely monitored to see if new restrictions can keep it under control. Tim Muffet, BBC News.
The Mayor of Rotterdam has condemned the protest in his city. Here's some of what he had to say.
The
police, public prosecutor and local government had been informed about the fact that a few dozen people were planning to come to Koolsingel to make a statement against the coronavirus policy. It was agreed to give space to this demonstration, even though it was not reported formally to the authorities. Unfortunately, the police had to conclude quite quickly that these people had no peaceful intentions. Their intention was to riot, challenge the police, destroy public property, set fire to scooters and erect barricades. This meant the police had to scale up their presence. Police units from all over the country were brought in. As we speak, there are 8 riot police units in Rotterdam. That is about 400 officers, excluding arrest teams and officers on horseback. So that is quite a strong police presence. The police have been attacked by rioters. On several occasions, the police officers had to draw their weapons to defend themselves. Some aimed shots were fired and people got hurt as a result. As far as we know, now 7 people were injured.